looks like all the single ladies are staying home as Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour, it is struggling to sell out.
And it's not selling in the States or in London. And so you're just kind of wondering, you know, A, what's going on? And B, is she gonna end up like Justin Timberlake singing to 11,000 fans at the very end of his tour in a 60,000 seat arena?
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped down. She was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing?
Let's jump right into this Beyonce drama. It's getting wild, and of course, 50 Cent's back doing what he does best, stirring the pot. This time, he's going after none other than Queen Bey herself. Yep, he's throwing jabs again, and it's messy. So here's the tea. Beyonce just kicked off her Cowboy Carter tour, but things are already looking rocky. And 50? He's not holding back. He's calling out Jay-Z too, saying he's hiding behind Beyonce's spotlight to avoid catching heat for his rumored ties to the whole Diddy situation. That's a bold move. With Diddy's trial creeping up, things are getting hotter by the minute. Fans are starting to sense something's off with the Cowboy Carter tour. Empty seats, slashed ticket prices, and Beyonce looking low-key over it. It's not the vibe people expected. Word on the street is folks are saying, yo, something just ain't adding up, even while the BeyHive is working overtime to spin the narrative. But receipts don't lie. Social media has been blowing up with pics showing unsold floor seats, VIP spots sitting empty, and upper-level tickets going for as low as $20. That's not just a slow start, that's a red flag. And now for the real kicker, 50 Cent dropped a cryptic post that's got everyone buzzing. People think it's aimed straight at Beyonce, and it's packed with shade. He's not just questioning the tour, he's hinting at a whole lot of behind-the-scenes chaos. Word is the Carters are trying to keep everything spotless in public, while behind closed doors, it's pure panic mode. So why's 50 Cent going so hard at Jay-Z and Beyonce? Because Jay's name just got pulled straight into those explosive lawsuits involving Diddy. One of Diddy's accusers is making major noise, saying Jay-Z was actually in the room during a messed up incident and she was only 13 at the time. That original case got tossed out on a technicality, but now she's back, stronger than ever, and bringing new paperwork to back her claims. She's not backing down, saying loud and clear she meant every word, and just when you thought it couldn't get any uglier, it does. Her lawyer is now claiming that Jay-Z went full mafia boss. Allegedly, he sent private investigators straight to her house trying to scare her into silence. And here's the wild part, no lawyer present. That's the type of move that's got people raising eyebrows. Now 50 Cent is out here blasting the Carters like never before. He's saying Jay-Z is hiding in Beyonce's shadow, using her tour as a distraction while things get hotter around him. And according to 50, this Cowboy Carter tour flop, it might not be about country music at all. It might be tied to some deep, dark secrets that are starting to surface. So here's the real question everyone's asking. Are fans really skipping this tour just because of the ticket prices or the genre change? Or are folks finally over pretending they don't see what's going on with the Carters and Diddy? Is 50 Cent spilling the truth or just stirring the pot for clout again? Either way, the chaos is wild.
He signed his contract. The big one was with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those fucking trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man.
The Cowboy Carter tour kicked off in Inglewood, California, and right from the jump, fans noticed something was off. Low energy, a bunch of empty seats, and barely any crowd hype. One major celeb page on X, Pop Stuff, posted footage that said it all, tons of open space in the pit, entire sections empty. They didn't sugarcoat it either, calling it, Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour starts with an incredible amount of empty seats. The pit is vastly unsold and several seating sections look empty. According to Ticketmaster, the show still hadn't sold out by the time it officially kicked off. Thousands of tickets were left unsold. And that's when 50 Cent just couldn't resist. He jumped on the moment, posting a screenshot of the headline with his own twist, straight up trolling with the caption, "Ish getting real out here." He's making it loud and clear. He thinks something shady is going down behind the scenes and he's putting it all on blast. So what's really going on? Tickets just aren't moving like folks expected. But now insiders are saying this whole mess might not even be all Beyonce's fault. Word is, a bunch of scalpers and resellers jumped the gun early, snatching up seats thinking demand would explode. But they fumbled big time. A source told the Daily Mail that these resellers completely overplayed their hand and now they're sitting on piles of tickets nobody wants. Yikes. Let's rewind to back in February when Cowboy Carter was first announced. Fans were already making noise, complaining about the crazy high prices. Some tickets were going for thousands, but now, just days before showtime, folks were finding seats for as low as $20. That kind of price drop doesn't just happen, it screams desperation. Now fans are starting to point fingers in all directions. Some are saying Beyoncé might have rushed this tour too soon after her record-shattering Renaissance run. Tour fatigue could be real. And let's be honest, Cowboy Carter just isn't hitting the same. Even the BeyHive seems a little less hyped. The vibe's off, the energy's down, and the album isn't getting that same love Renaissance did. There's a brand new theory making waves, and this one's messier than ever. Some people think the real reason for the low tour turnout has nothing to do with music, and everything to do with the storm brewing around Beyoncé and Jay-Z's close ties to Diddy. Fans haven't forgotten, Jay-Z got named in a bombshell lawsuit filed by Jane Doe, who accused both him and Diddy of being part of a disturbing situation when she was just 13 years old. Even though the case got tossed on a technicality, Jane Doe didn't disappear. She came back swinging, saying she stands firm by every single word of her original statement. Her lawyer, Tony Busby, came in hot too, claiming Jay-Z sent not one, but two private investigators to her home to secretly record and intimidate her without a lawyer present. That's not just suspicious, that's wild. And here's where it gets even crazier. Jay-Z's own team actually admitted to sending the investigators.
Prices for Beyoncé's highly anticipated Cowboy Carter tour are dropping like a lot. Just months ago, a fan could expect to spend up to $800 for a pre-sale ticket to the opening night in the tour in Los Angeles. But hours before the concert, tickets had dipped to as low as $57.
But they claim it was all done by the book. Still, with everything else going on, the timing feels shady. The pressure, the secrecy, the power play, it's rubbing fans the wrong way. Now, people are wondering if this scandal is what's really scaring folks off from the Cowboy Carter tour. Jane Doe, though, she's not flinching. In her latest court filing, she said she was literally trembling while the investigators questioned her. No matter how calm they acted, she said she felt straight up threatened. That's huge. And to make it crystal clear, she doubled down and said she's not walking back her story, not one bit. She's still pointing the finger at Jay-Z. 50 Cent is not letting up at all. He's been non-stop dragging Jay-Z's name through the mud, putting that Diddy connection on full blast while the rest of the industry stays weirdly quiet. But now, 50's not standing alone anymore because Kanye West just stepped into the fire and he brought gasoline. You jumped into the mess with a wild series of posts on X going straight at Jay-Z and Beyoncé. He didn't sugarcoat a thing, accusing them of being protected by some powerful people working behind the scenes. According to Kanye, their status, fame, and silence aren't accidental. It's all part of a bigger game being played in the shadows. He went even further, dropping some seriously controversial claims that had everybody's jaw on the floor. In one post, Kanye wrote, "I call celebrities F-word, but I know they got no other choice than to explicit Jewish Ds to keep their status, money, and even stay out of jail." That post got flagged almost immediately and the internet went wild. It was intense, reckless, and loaded with tension. And Kanye didn't just say all that out of nowhere, he dropped those bombshells right after a leaked phone call between him and Diddy hit the internet. In the audio, Diddy sounded frustrated and betrayed. He was venting about how he's always looked out for his famous friends during tough times, but now that he's caught up in scandal, everybody's ghosted him. Diddy said, "I always spoke up to everybody you know, and you know I ain't bitter." Fans didn't miss a beat. Many are convinced he was throwing serious shade at Jay-Z. They were tight for years. Diddy even once called Jay his strategist, the first person he'd call when things got ugly. With Jay-Z staying silent, people are starting to ask, did he really cut ties with Diddy, or is he just staying quiet and waiting for the heat to die down? The moment those explosive allegations against Diddy hit the headlines, both Jay-Z and Beyoncé went full-on ghost mode, no statements, no comments, no support, just straight up vanished, like Diddy never even existed. And when Jay-Z's name got dropped in Jane Doe's lawsuit, he moved fast. His high-powered lawyer, Alex Spiro, jumped in and made a public statement denying that Jay and Diddy were even friends. Like, seriously? After everything they've been through together, imagine how Diddy must have felt hearing that, especially with all the rumors floating around that he once helped Jay cover up some real dark stuff. If that's true, and Jay's now acting like they were never close, that's ice cold. Yeah, Jay-Z might have managed to get his name officially taken off Jane Doe's lawsuit, but let's be real, the street's been talking. Folks have been side-eyeing Jay-Z for years, way before this Diddy drama even exploded. There's been all kinds of whispers about Jay messing around with women way younger than him, and allegedly using his power to shut down anyone who dared to speak up. And then there's the eerie story of actress Kathy White, who reportedly had a connection to Jay-Z before she mysteriously passed away. Word is she was getting ready to reveal something major, then suddenly she was gone. And guess who's rumored to have helped cover it all up? Yep, Diddy. According to Jaguar Wright, Diddy stepped in to help the Carters bury the Kathy White situation. She even claimed there's a tape out there of what really went down. Now here's where things get super unsettling. Just one day after Kanye echoed those exact claims and called out the Carters publicly, he supposedly had a sudden mental episode at the home of his ex-trainer, Harley Pasternak. The timings got fans spooked. Jay-Z and Beyoncé didn't just do business with Diddy, they partied together, vacationed together, and got real cozy off the clock too.
So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
Absolutely, he's been treated differently.
The accolades because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
One key moment that fans haven't forgotten? Rapper Deba once claimed the very first time he met Beyoncé was actually at Diddy's house. That says a lot. And now, things are turning even darker. Just last month, yet another one of Diddy's accusers came forward, and this time, Beyoncé's name got pulled straight into the mess. According to a lawsuit filed by Joseph Manza, he says he was drugged and assaulted at one of Diddy's parties in 2015, and guess what? Beyoncé was allegedly at that exact same party. It was supposed to be a celebration, Christian Combs' birthday bash in Miami. The event went down at a mansion owned by music legends Gloria and Emilio Estefan, but instead of a party, it allegedly turned into something nightmarish. Joseph claims Gloria noticed something was off and tried to get help, but Emilio allegedly shut it down fast. And here's where things get wild. According to the lawsuit, once Joseph was completely out of it, he was taken through a secret tunnel that connected the Estefan's mansion directly to Diddy's estate. The person who allegedly escorted him, none other than former adult film star Adria English. Now, fans are asking the tough question, did Jay-Z and Beyoncé really have no idea what was going on all those years? Or were they just turning a blind eye while keeping their image clean? And then comes the truly disturbing twist. Joseph Manza claims that as he slowly started to come to after being drugged, he realized he was in a room with none other than Jay-Z and Beyoncé. That's what he says in his lawsuit, and if true, it sends shockwaves through everything people thought they knew about the Carters' connection to all this chaos. In the lawsuit, things get beyond disturbing. Joseph Manza claims that Beyoncé allegedly looked at him, half naked, wearing a bizarre adult toy strapped to his face, and asked, "Why is there a half-naked white man lying there with that on his face?" And the answer she allegedly got, someone told her, "It's a punishment. Diddy wants him to see what we do to snitches." That's chilling. The lawsuit says Diddy ordered Joseph to be humiliated right there in front of the celebrity guests. No shame, no hesitation. Joseph claims he was stripped, forced to wear a thong, and had a black leather mask with a rubber dam jammed onto his face. Then it was zipped shut and locked into place with an adult device sticking out of his mouth. The details are straight up horrifying. Joseph goes on to describe what followed as degrading, non-consensual acts, something he calls a twisted freak-off, a term that's been tossed around before in whispers about Diddy's infamous parties.
Beyonce's out of touch, okay? People are fighting for their lives, they're getting deported, they're losing their jobs. We have better things to do, Beyonce, than make you rich. And we're also in debt from your last concert. Can we just say that you just had?
The way it's all laid out in that lawsuit, it's nightmare fuel, and now the spotlight is swinging straight back to Jay-Z and Beyoncé. So what did they say in response to all this? Well, here's where it gets super suspicious. Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, jumped in fast, claiming Jay wasn't even in Miami when the party went down. But notice, he only spoke up for Jay. Not a single word was said about Beyoncé. No denial, no clarification, nothing. And that silence, it's got people buzzing. If Jay's team could rush to clear his name, why not defend Beyoncé, especially since she's directly named as a witness in the lawsuit? Now the internet's asking, are the Carters really as tight and squeaky clean as they pretend to be? Or is this silence a sign that things behind the scenes aren't nearly as perfect as they look? Or is Jay-Z just hiding behind Beyoncé's image, letting her shine in the spotlight while he ducks behind the curtain, hoping the heat fades away? A lot of people are starting to think Jay's playing a serious game of chess here. He's staying silent, using Beyoncé's massive rep to shield himself while more wild stories linking him to Diddy keep popping up. And now, insiders are whispering that Jay-Z might have been the real force behind Beyoncé's sudden rush to get back on tour. Yeah, word is this whole Cowboy Carter tour might be one big smokescreen, designed to pull attention away from the growing Diddy drama. The timing's got folks seriously raising eyebrows. Is this just a comeback tour? Or a slick distraction cooked up to keep Jay out of the line of fire? And don't forget, Jaguar Wright's been ringing alarm bells for a minute. She's out here saying the BeyHive needs to launch their own version of the Free Britney movement. She even claimed that Jay's allegedly been feeding Beyoncé certain substances and pushing her to work non-stop like she's some kind of machine just to protect his image. That's deep if true, but wait, it doesn't stop there. 50 Cent jumped back in with more heat, claiming that Jay-Z treats his own marriage like a business move. He said Jay is using Beyoncé's fame, talent, and loyal fan base as a human shield while he makes his moves behind the scenes. That's a huge accusation, and now fans everywhere are starting to question everything they thought they knew about the Carters. So let's talk about it. What do you think is really going on with the Cowboy Carter tour? Is it just a rare flop, or is something way deeper lurking beneath the surface? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hot takes and breaking tea just like this. Stay locked in, this story's far from over.